we've all done it. We've all made fun of somebody for their weight, whether we were a child, whether it was last week, whether it was spun into a bit and we thought it was harmless. We've done it.
We do it to both extremes.
Yeah.
Right. You're too skinny, you could hula hoop through a Cheerio. Now it's that. You know what I mean? So
why you make me laugh at that shit, man? Come on, man. We're being serious. All kind of nastiness out there in the world. And you know what? You look at Lizzo over here, everybody, and you think, now that's a woman. That's somebody that's got it all. Got a new hit. Take a look around. That's Rumors. On the charts on everything. You got a chart, it's on it.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Eye chart, foot chart.
Yeah, you go to the doctor to see the eye chart, Lizzo's on it, man. Yeah, man. She's got fame. No, she got money. Most of all, she got that confidence for you. Mm-hmm. Oh, but Oz, this is a sad, ugly world, and they want people to be sad, ugly, and angry with them, man. They want you to be sad, angry, and bitter too. And so where she is so confident, successful, she's got it all. They finally broke her, man. The internet finally took her and broke her back. God, said you smiled about.
We were just praising the internet for how good it was for helping us find crying guy. What the hell?
Man, the internet, you cannot win with the internet, man. You just can't. You know,
it's a Sour Patch Kid. It's sweet and it's nasty.
Yeah, man. You know, at first they were going after that dude Ryan that berated and harassed that woman on the train, and now they're going after Lizzo too. Come here. Get that. By the way, people, this is from the Omen 3, I believe, with Sam Neill. Yeah, the dude from Jurassic Park. This is funny because the dogs are supposed to be tearing this man apart, and the dogs are just as nice and friendly. They loving this man to death.
Look at him.
Those dogs are sniffing him to death. I like
an adorable way to go.
Oh. I like the part where they got dogs in the background. They don't even know what's going on. They look like that dog.
That dog back there.
What everybody doing? What happened? But back to Lizzo. Why are they sick of the dogs on Lizzo, man? Turns out with Lizzo, so people have been online, of course, as predicted, talking about her being black. They call her a mammy and a few other things. But also, yeah, you know it's ugly, man. But also because, and this is the one that everybody probably guessed at first, it's because of her weight, her size. You know, and Lizzo, the thing is, man, it's hard enough being a black woman, period, anywhere. You know what I mean? Let's just admit it. But it's harder to be a big black woman. You know, whatever you want to call it, plus size,
yeah,
curvy, voluptuous. You know, it's a lot. I'm not saying this. No matter how you spin it, there's always somebody out there who has to make it ugly and say whatever you want to. You fat and ugly because of it. And so they finally broke her ass down, man. She went on the internet today. She was just in tears, hanging out with Cardi B and everything, and still out there crying, man. Who would want to make Lizzo cry? I'm gonna tell y'all, watching Lizzo cry is it's a very sad thing.
I'm putting so much loving energy into the world.
And she kind of like Queen Latifah and set it off right here with them cornrows. First of all, I can relate. I'm talking about this for two reasons. One, I can relate. I've made one of these videos where it was just like, I'm tired of all y'all. Tired of all you out there, man. You know, things just get so stupid with people. It's like, all right, if me talking sense to you doesn't work, maybe me getting over here and losing my mind, breaking down, maybe even crying or whatever, maybe that'll get to you. This is sad though, and I know y'all are thinking like, all right, yeah, poor Lizzo. She got way more money and she got way more fame than I'll ever have. I'm tired of these celebrities crying. Hey, look, the reason why I'm talking about this is because, first of all, I've been there where no matter what, they catch you on a bad day, just people being stupid. It's not that people individually are getting to you. It's just this collective stupidity. It's this lack of faith in people that just break you down one day. But also, not too long ago, I was listening to a radio show, and they had a woman on there. And not being a black woman, it was a white woman. I mean, it's just a person who was overweight, and they were talking about how they're going through the same shit with a friend of theirs. This person's friends with a guy, and the guy was always bringing this woman down. And so I thought, like, man, this is interesting how I heard this article or this story on the radio not too long ago, and now we see somebody like Lizzo going through it, and we still fail to recognize, and I can understand it's confusing, we recognize the problem that people who are large people, plus size people, overweight people, obese people, whatever, man. I understand it, man, because listen, we've all done it, Oz. We've all made fun of somebody for their weight, whether we were a child, whether it was last week, whether, it was spun into a bit and we thought it was harmless. We've done it.
Of course.
Yeah,
of course.
man.
We've all done that. We do it to both extremes.
Yeah.
Right? You're too skinny, you could, hula hoop through a Cheerio. Now it's that. You know what I mean? So
why you make me laugh at that shit, man? Come on, man. We're being serious.
I did what you do. But having those two extremes, people are always going to say that. And it's harder on these quote unquote celebrities to deal with this nonsense because they're always going to hear it. They're always going to come after, and they're always supposed to take the high road. And it seems as though that's what she's been doing this whole time. And newsflash, she's always been this size. So I don't know why this new thing is happening, calling her big, because she's always been that way. And she's always been trying to promote this lifestyle or this way that twerking thing back to
but we just can't keep a straight face to this, can we?
I'm trying to say something here. That's a twerking thing on a jug back there. Yeah, I do feel bad for anybody who's going through something like this and they have to seem to come out and apologize for being who they are almost. Because he's talking about, I've done all this, and y'all guys are, still on me about this, and again, man, it's one thing to be like, she has money, she's rich. That means nothing, when the lights are off and you're home by yourself.
Yeah.
All the money you got, it means absolutely nothing at the end of the day. You can buy whatever you want, that's fine, but when it's time to go do some things, who you running with? You know what I mean, if I was to give anybody, $1 million, $10 million right now, okay, cool. What are you gonna do? Oh, I'm gonna buy this. Okay, once you bought all that stuff, what's next? I'm gonna go here. Okay, you gonna go by yourself?
Yeah.
No, you want to go with your friends. Okay, your friends are still broke. You gonna pay for them to keep going with you everywhere? So it's gonna come a point where that money is going to be like, well, damn, this is just like what I've done before, but I could just get whatever I want at this point. So at some point, everything levels out.
Well,
and you're left with just you and yourself and what you have to deal with. And that's where she is right now. She's left with, her emotions and her feelings about what people are saying about it.
Yeah. But, the thing is that most people, look, we've all said something about somebody who's overweight, or we made fun of people, period, for whatever. I mean, sometimes it's good natured, sometimes people are good spirited about it, sometimes we've been mean. But I'm gonna tell you something. I've never had the urge to just go on a random person's profile after looking at a picture and saying, "You're fat. See ya."
The end.
The end. Period. I've never had that urge to go in there and just make my day better by bringing somebody else down by saying you're fat. You know, I can be mean spirited. I can be kind of, I can be an asshole sometimes. But I've never had this urge to just pull somebody down for some reason, especially to make myself feel better. Because, for some reason, the reason why is and I'm seeing it here in the chat right now. I'm not going to name names. I'm seeing it in the chat right now. Everything has its ugly side, or everything has ugly people that target them. But people really, 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 for some reason, really don't want to see big people happy, man. It makes them feel better to see big people miserable. And there's this huge prejudice against big people because there's this whole mindset that, you know what, I can make myself feel better by making fun of them. I can talk about them. I can say whatever I want to because they're doing it to themselves. Why can't they control their eating? That's all. It always comes down to that. Eating, and for some reason we see them as greedy ass people who just love to, who are gluttons, and we just for some reason want to make fun of them, laugh at them, and most of all, the shittiest thing is just make ourselves feel better. And you could be beautiful, person who doesn't have to be that petty, and still you like to sit up here and say, well, you know what? At least I'm not that. It's how blessed I am, and that's a shitty thing, man.
It is a shitty thing, and those are the people who really don't have anything going for them, or just came off of being berated for something else. So they have to have some sort of one up on somebody else. So they try to choose the obvious, quote unquote obvious, saying, "Okay, well, shit, I just got ragged on. You're fat, so now I feel better."
Yeah.
It's a lot of that transference going on when it comes to things like that. Because you don't really hear a lot of happy people spending time degrading other people.
No.
I don't hear you talking about people and stuff like that. Outside of this crazy show, outside our real lives, we don't sit there, look at that fat dude, look at that dude, look at that gay dude. We don't do that. We laughing about other shit that we make up. We're not sitting there doing that.
I make fun of people who are ugly in the soul. Seriously, if you are like if you are somebody who is so despicable inside, I will make fun of you physically. I will somebody like Trump who is just he's an ugly person on the inside, and that ugliness comes out on the outside, and he just accentuates it with his ridiculous looks. Yeah, I can talk about you. What the thing is I'm gonna do? But the problem with the overweight people, and this is what I'm looking at with Lizzo. Lizzo has to because Lizzo is a person who is high profile, and so she has to suffer it more. Society is already looking at people that they deem to be a certain size and not worthy. So. But a lot of people keep that to themselves, but secretly make fun of them. Lizzo is so publicly, is such a public figure that she's catching it from everybody out there and getting it in droves. So now, I'm looking at her and what people don't realize is that because they're saying, especially if you are, because people talking about all that body positivity and you're that size and you're proud of it. And it's like, first of all, I'm not somebody who subscribes to body positivity in general. I do think that's another catchphrase that's caught on, and people are just using it to make any kind of argument to accept me no matter what. There's an argument to be made for people if they are a certain size, but we shouldn't judge that until we know somebody. Because everybody thinks it always comes down to eating. If you are somebody that looks at someone and you assess them without knowing them, you judge them, you know everything about them before you talk to them, you're just going by their looks, you're probably an asshole. And you're a bigger asshole if you do that to overweight people, or curvy people, or voluptuous people, or people who just don't agree with your ideal image of beauty. You're probably an asshole if you they eat too much. That is not always the case. And furthermore, they are being confident because they have to be against assholes like you. They have to. I'm not saying this for every person out there, but there are a lot of people who they talk about body positivity. Again, don't like it in the general term, but body positivity was meant not to accept every condition for what it is. It's meant to say, hey, look, guard yourself and take pride of yourself and have confidence against these people who want to bring you down. You know,
Right.
if you can make your body better, fine. If that's who you are, then fine. But whatever it is, don't let somebody come and talk about you because they're the ones that are being a shitty person. You be who you are.
Yeah, that's that's what I take away from that body positivity thing. But again, like you said, man, they take the mainstream takes it and corrupts it to a point where it's like, I'm big body positivity as you're eating a bunch of burgers or whatever.
Yeah, that's see, I was I was trying to figure out a way around that, but that's what I was kind of saying.
I'm going straight in because that's what people are saying. That's what people are thinking when you hear those terms, right? And like you said, you don't know what's behind, the weight. They may be perfectly healthy at that weight, and that's good for them. Some people have a hard problem losing the weight and aren't able to take the proper measurements or the procedures to help them facilitate that weight loss. So they kind of stuck where they at. You know what I mean? Being overweight or being underweight, is a psychological thing. You know what I mean? And you don't know how people are processing what is being given to them.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So it's a tough one to call. And I'm not going to sit here and look at somebody and be like, well, you know what's good for you? You need to, I ain't going to do that either. You know what I mean? So you live your best life. I'm going to live mine. And if you need some help, I do what I can. But everything, it falls on the individual to do what they believe that is best for them. Yeah. And, just good to people. Don't touch children, man. God damn it. Just do those two things. Everything will be cool.
If you you don't know, somebody that could be their size. It could be genetics. It could be a condition. It could just be natural. It could just be, we're all made differently, and we just have to accept that sometimes. Now, if you sitting up there and you ain't been off the couch in fucking 3 days and you missing a foot and you blind in one eye and you got diabetes and talking about body positivity. No, get up and do something about this shit. We got this is a problem. If you anorexic as you walking through cracks in the doorway and shit talking about body positivity, no, man. No, we need to take care of ourselves, but there's also this point where it's like, hey man, no matter what you do is what you are, that's it.
Yeah, you can't, don't use that term body positively as a overall shield for the crazy shit that you're doing. Shooting up heroin, body positivity, baby. Oh.
No, you can't do that shit, man. Shit, if you ain't bathe 5 days, you smell like ass because you can't fit into a tub. It's probably a problem. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying you're a bad person. I'm saying, man, there's a problem there. It's a health problem. We probably need to do something. Ain't nothing positive about this shit.
No, ain't smoking crack. Body positivity, baby.
Yeah, exactly. If you walking down the street and you got goddamn meth mouth and sores and scabs on your face, you talking about body positivity. I'm positive I need some goddamn meth. No, that's a problem. What you say? You can't be smoking crack and hair all nappy and shit. No, you can't do
that. Don't do that. And that's the problem, right? That's the problem. People take the term and take it to use it the way they want to, and bastardize the term by doing it that way. It's crazy.
Yeah, you can't talk about that shit.
What you say? I ain't made it 10 days. Body positivity.
Yeah. Don't go to the doctor because you stuck a light bulb up your ass, can't pull it out and talk about body positivity. No, you can't do it. I like it up there. No, it's not supposed to be there.
You shaming me now? Oh, Lord. Nah, you got it.
But if you got a little bit of, if you a dude, you got a little bit of a belly or something, and you out there wearing a banana hammock and shit, and you feel sexy, you do your thing, man.
What up? Do it up.
Live it up. Shit.
Don't invite me over, but do it up.